The Insight Studies by Venerable Rungruang Papassaro, Dr. Rungruang Limchoopatipa. Insight observation is a special technique that the Buddha made use of mindfulness to study the mind and its functions. This study revealed inside mental phenomena happening inside the mind, leading to the enlightenment of the Buddha. While performing insight observation to see mind conditions, all data are collected for analysis to gain knowledge. The functional analysis on the nature of observed states of mind one by one reveals 3 inside characteristics of mind: that each mental phenomenon is impermanent, deteriorating, and no self. That is, it keeps on changing from one state to another state at all times. At the moment it arises, then it will last for only a while before fading away in nature. And no one can control or dictate it to be whatsoever as they wish, so it is sort of no self. In the structural analysis, we trace a series of these observed states of mind, and we discover that there is a structural formation of phenomena functioning as a fundamental operating system of mind processing, called the process of dependent origination. This natural process reconfirms that the mind is no self. What is happening in life is a matter of cause and effect of certain conditions and information of individuality, and if we develop some kinds of instructed cognitions from the study, then we can make use of this knowledge to maneuver the mind rightly by wisdom. The enlightenment of the Buddha is a study on life through insightful observation. It made a great breakthrough in knowledge on how to understand life correctly. That is, most people believe that everyone individually inherits an identity to be self, to be someone. This can be compared to the analogy of people who see the sun, moon, and stars every day and night. So they assume that the earth is the center of the universe, having all the sun, moon, and stars rotating around it. In fact, although the moon moves around the earth moves around the sun, and the whole solar system moves around the center of the universe. What we used to believe may not be true in nature. On the day of Buddha's enlightenment, he discovers that life was a natural process in nature that was abided by the law of cause and effect. Moreover, the mind processed the formations of the process of dependent origination, functioning as an operating system of the mind. Whatsoever happened in nature was due to a certain cause and effect in nature, not because of anyone or even God. It was the law of nature that dictated the world. We may feel happy or pain, let it be a bodily feeling, but we should not create our own world centered at the self and be trapped with the mental feeling of our imagination. Depression and anxiety are clear indications that the person is fully lost in the imaginary world. In addition, all evil doing with greed, hatred, and delusion is caused by the dysfunction of mind processing in the process of dependent origination. The Buddha completely explained how we were suffering in life and the way to resolve the problem in detail. The insight observation not only enables one to perceive the true nature of the mind and its functions, but also facilitates the development of wisdom through the application of the 4 noble truths to observed mental phenomena. This wisdom becomes a powerful tool for eradicating all forms of defilements and mental dysfunctions. Ultimately, this practice offers the definitive approach to addressing and resolving all mental health challenges within the framework of Buddhism. Francisco Varela, as one of the founders of cognitive science, summarizes Buddhism as the most pragmatic religion in the world as follows.
Buddhism is a practice, not a belief, and every Buddhist is, in some way, lay clergy, involved in the way a scientist is involved in his or her work, or in the way a writer's mind is involved in writing, present in the background at all times. People today have the leisure and sophistication to practice what before was only practical for monks.
Scientists who see the image of mind processing through fMRI cannot make an end of suffering because they do not experience the reality of how the mind operates as it really is by the insight observation. In addition, they also do not practice how to abandon any unwholesome mind. In Buddhist studies, knowing the nature in theory is one thing, but experiencing the nature by practicing is another thing. The two must join together, so-called learning by experiences, in order to be successful in making an end of suffering. We have to learn and practice together as well so that an instructed cognition is developed by instinct and can be used automatically in mind processing.